Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Yo. Yo. Salute, salute. Freedom marchers. Freedom lovers, freedom fighters, freedom family. How are y'all doing this afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the motherfucking world? Snapzilla Gorilla is here. Snapzilla Gorilla's in the building. Hit y'all off with this live stream. Because I'm tired. I'm tired of Tonka Twuck Davis, and I'm ready for him to retire so we can move on. Straight Godzilla, salute to you. Tonka Twuck Davis has zero desire for the sport of boxing. Now, he has the desire for the money he can earn from the sport of boxing, but he has no desire to excel and challenge himself in the sport on the professional level, right? He doesn't care about legacy, so he says. He doesn't care about belts and all this, that, and the third. All he wants is the money. Yet, he has a belt at 135 for whatever reason. If you are not into the sport, if you are tired of the sport, if you don't love the sport no more, you're done with it, then take the first step and drop that fucking belt. Okay? Drop that WA belt that you got through the email, right? When Devin Haney dropped it and moved on to 140. Drop the belt. Get out of the rankings. What are we waiting on? Right? You don't want to fight Lamont Roach. You don't want to fight him in a rematch. You keep trying to postpone the fight. You know what I'm saying? You are not behaving like someone who wants to be a professional boxer. It's like one of those kids that grow up with a doctor as a father, and their father wants them to be. They might have that desire early on in life. They're like, man, I don't want to be no fucking doctor. I want to do something else. That's kind of like Tonka Twuck Davis. I don't think he ever really wanted to be a professional boxer. Not to be on the level of a professional boxer who loves the sport and wants to advance as a professional boxer and build a legacy. Minded Man Samusa, salute to you, brother. Freedom ain't free. Absolutely right. Tonka Twuck Davis acts like a boxer who boxed because he felt like he had to, right? You know, many people feel that pressure when they're growing up, and they're thrown into something when they're kids, and they really didn't have a choice, right? They were kind of thrown into it, whether it be wrestling, boxing. Trey Titan, salute. I'm sorry about that, guys. The wife called. The wife called. She just left the. She's going to school right now, and she's in the last year of her program, and she's doing clinicals at the hospital, and she's just now leaving the hospital. And she wanted to tell me about her day. So, duty called, man. I have to, listen to my wife talk about her day, as a dutiful husband. So that's what I did. And I told her a little bit about my day, but it is what it is. Men are men, women are women. So I'll let her, get it off her chest. She's enjoying herself. Oh, I'm not done. I'm still here, Pookie Bear 87. I'm sorry. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody put a 1 in the chat And somebody please hit the like button. Y'all please hit the like button. So, like I was saying, you guys, look, man, I don't like Tonka Twuck Davis as a person. I don't like Tonka Twuck Davis as a person because he's a coon. Yeah, he's full of shit, right? But as a human being, I can tell that he's not feeling the sport. So I think he should just go ahead and retire. And I think it's good for boxing as well. If Tonka Twuck Davis, if he retires from boxing as a professional, that will make things a lot better in the sport of boxing, especially at 135. Maybe we can get back to enjoying the sport again with the best fighting the best. People that are willing to challenge themselves. Maybe fans will start focusing on other fighters that are actually trying to do great things in the sport. At 135, we got Abdullah Mason, right? He's a good up-and-comer, right? He's about to fight Noakes for which belt? I forgot. Whatever belt, goddamn, the WBO belt that Coon Sean Davis had to drop, right? We got him. We got Abdullah Mason. We got Floyd Schofield Jr., who looks promising, right? We got Shakur Stevenson. You know, depending on what he's trying to do, it seems like he's trying to fight goddamn Conor Benn at 147, which makes no fucking sense. Since he refused to fight.
Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Since he refused to fight Devin Haney at 147, Shakur Stevenson's getting on my fucking nerves too. But there are other promising fighters at 135 that have a good, solid road ahead of them, right? They're not 5'5" or 5'4", and complaining about weighing 3 or 4 or 5 pounds more. At some point, once you reach the mountaintop of where you at, then you should just go ahead and move to another mountaintop. Go to the next higher peak if you have that desire. But if you don't have that desire, don't stand at the tippy top and refuse to get out the fucking way so somebody else can get up there. Drop that fucking belt, go fight Jake Paul, and then next you can fight Floyd Mayweather, maybe you can fight Roy Jones Jr. Go do that. Go that route. Do some exhibitions. You know what I'm saying? Go fight some farm animals. Encourage him to go ahead and retire and get out of the sport. Because if his head's not in it and he's just fighting people just to fight people because he feels like that's what the fans want or that's how he's going to get his money, he can fuck around and get hurt. Trey Titan says Tank needs to deepen the soul for introspection. Roach should just move on. Oh yeah, Roach is moving on. He already said he's not fucking with Tonka Twuck Davis no more. Lamont Roach is not fighting Tonka Twuck no more. So at this point in time, Tonka Twuck has no opponent. That gives him a clear path to exit the sport. Drop that fucking belt. Drop the belt and allow Lamont Roach and somebody else in the WBA ranks, maybe the number one or whatever, who I don't know who that is, but allow them to fight for the belt. You know what I'm saying? Allow them to get it popping, and everybody can move on. We can start to unify at 135. We can start to try for undisputed at 135. We got some guys up there that I feel are willing to do that, except for maybe Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson talking about, and his ass, if he's going to fight Conor Benn, he needs to drop that fucking belt too. He needs to drop the WBC belt, right? Go up to 147. What are we doing in the sport of boxing? If you want to fight arbitrary fights because you feel like you can make a lot of money and you think it's a big spectacle and, oh yeah, I need to fight Conor Benn because I could fight him in London or in the UK and it'll be a big old crowd and okay, cool, man. All right, that means what? That means you no longer are interested in defending the WBC belt at 135. That's what I take that as. So if that's the case, drop the WBC belt at 135 and fight your ass some Conor Benn. And if you feel like you're not comfortable at 147, bring your ass back down to 135 or 140 and start over. Pookie Bear says Tank talked retirement. I knew he would. He'd been talking retirement for 2 years, riding off in the sunset with goddamn Al Heyman and just go ahead and do it already. Go ahead and do it. It's like people that come into people's chat and announce that they're leaving. Oh, I'm leaving. I'm done with this. I'm getting out of here, bruh. I go ahead. You ain't gotta tell me. Move your ass on in. Get on get. Get on get. Stray Godzilla says too much cherry picking. Man, yeah, absolutely. I don't understand why. I just don't understand this new thing of boxing where we're gonna hold on to a belt. We're gonna hold on to a belt, move up 2 or 3 weight classes to fight some random motherfucker who's not even a ranked or not even a champion. Conor Benn ain't a champion at 147. He fights at 54, I believe. He's not fighting and campaigning at 147. What are we doing? Real talk. What in the fuck are we doing? Well, if you were so hard up to fight Conor Benn and just drop the fucking belt. Likewise with Tonka Twuck. If you're so interested and so hard pressed to fight Jake Paul, well, drop your fucking belt, retire from. What you gonna fight him at? What are you gonna fight him at? 180, 175, 168. Where are we fighting Jake Paul at? What weight? The reason for some money. Okay, all right, cool then. Drop the fucking belt and retire from professional boxing. But I'll tell you this, Jake Paul is not going to want to fight Tonka Twuck Davis in the exhibition. He's going to want it to count against their records. That's what he's going to want. He's going to want it to. He doesn't do exhibitions. Every fight he's had, he has made it a professional fight. Am I driving drunk? Anyway, it's the best thing for the sport because not only does it free up 135 of the WBA belt, right? The WBA belt gets freed up, and the casual fans that ride Tonka Twuck so hard, well, they'll have to start dispersing when he leaves, and maybe we'll get some progress in the realm of boxing talk, where we can be a little more honest about who's really doing great things in the sport. They will no longer have to hold up Tonka Twuck's nutsack while another guy sucks him off, right? No, that no longer will be there. No, these guys will have to be a little bit more honest about who's doing great things in the sport and not doing damage control 24/7 for Tonka Twuck Davis and shitting on fighters that so-called are Tonka Twuck's rivals. Well, here's the thing about rivals, right? People want to say, oh, Shakur's a rival, Devin's a rival. Well, how do you have a rival without fighting them? There is no rivalry between Tonka Twuck, Shakur, and Tonka Twuck and Devin Haney. They never fought. So how is it a rivalry? What, because, people talk shit back and forth in both camps, and the fan base talks shit back and forth. And Tonka Twuck tries to blow hot air up people's asses about what he gonna do or not gonna do, who he gonna fight, and really don't want to fight. That's not a rivalry. You have to compete with your rivals in competition or in war. If you have a rival, y'all are constantly at odds and you're constantly testing each other and fighting. You're fighting each other. Right? Like the NFL has teams that have rivalries. Well, the rivalry only exists The rivalry only exists if the teams are playing against each other. There is no rivalry. Tonka Twuck has no rivalries. If anything, Tonka Twuck's top rival is Lamont Roach, because they fought and Lamont Roach beat his ass, and they were trying to have a rematch. That would make that a rivalry. But Tonka Twuck is not interested in fighting Lamont Roach again. He keeps trying to push the date back. They push it back. Every time he turn around, Tonka Twuck is moving the date. And Lamont Roach said, I ain't got time for this shit. So that is very likely not going to happen. Lamont Roach does not want to do it. So what we have left, what's next for Tonka Twuck Davis? I would love to hear it from one of his fans. What's next for him? What he gonna do? He can't fight. He's not gonna fight Lamont Roach. Who's gonna fight next? Jake Paul. And then what? Is he coming back to 135 to fight who? Like, real talk. So, I don't know what to tell y'all, but except y'all need to wake up. You guys are delusional if you think Tonka Twuck is going to do anything great in the sport. He never is. He never is. Get the fuck out of here. What? Oh. He's not going to do anything great in the sport. He has reached his pinnacle in the sport of boxing. It's not going to get any better. It's not going to get any higher. And so it's time to let him go. Tonka Twuck Davis has no interest in pleasing his fans. He has no interest in challenging himself. He has no interest in building a legacy. He has no interest in any of that. But he's supposed to be at the top. Y'all claim that he is the face of boxing. Well, the face of boxing don't want to do shit. How he's the face how? He is the face of whining and complaining. He is the face of lamenting about wanting to leave the sport and ride off into the sunset with Al Heyman. He gives you guys all the signs and all the red flags. Y'all ignore them, and you do damage control. And you try to project Tonka Twuck's failings on the other fighters, like Shakur Stevenson, like Devin Haney, like Lamont Roach. Well, Tonka Twuck's failings are his own failings. He tried to cherry pick Lamont Roach, and he failed at that. He failed to execute. He failed to put on a convincing performance enough for anybody to believe that he really won that fight or even had a draw. If you are a Tonka Twuck baby gobbler, and you believe that Tonka Twuck won that fight, or if you think that he had a draw, you think that was a draw, man, go seek help. Because he lost that fight. Convincingly. He lost. He failed at the cherry pick. And what they did was that put the nail in the coffin of him wanting to continue his career. He was already talking about basically leaving the sport before that fight. Salute to Queen Sister Cameron. How you doing, Queen? Salute to you. Hey, y'all should go check out her channel, y'all. Great content over there. Great mental health content. Go ahead and drop your link, Queen Sister Cameron. You too, Stray Godzilla. You got content. Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead and drop that. I appreciate you, Cameron. But I think Cameron knew a long time ago, just from her ability to assess behaviors and whatnot, that Tonka Twuck been done. I think he was done before Floyd left him, right? Before he left Floyd. I think that he was done before that. I think he never really had any real interest in doing anything great in the sport. I think that what I believe is that he just did it to do it because he wanted to make some money. And that's what he's been doing his whole entire life. Right? He's been doing it his whole life. William the Wolfman says, cops like donuts. You should put a donut in. Okay. Thank you for the advice. Well, I tell you. Anyway. So that's just what it is, man. He's finally done. Y'all should just let him go. Just let him go. Let him fade into obscurity. Let him fight in exhibition fights. Right? Free up that belt. Get the division popping again. It's already pretty popping now that certain fighters are actually trying to do shit. But yeah, let him go. It's time to pull the titty out of his mouth and let him go. That's what it's time to do. And if y'all want, y'all can send him a gold watch. Send him a gold watch. I'm sure he'll appreciate that. It's time to let him go. Let him retire. That's what he wants to do. So, yeah. That's what I got for now, y'all. I think I don't want to belabor the point. Just the rival I'm not talking about, if you look at the title, I'm talking about Gervonta Davis, aka Tonka Twuck Davis. And I'm talking about how he should retire. Just retire. Go ahead. That's what I am referring. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's what I'm just waiting for him to go ahead and do it. And I need y'all to go ahead and let him go. And maybe we can get the sport back to some level of normalcy again. And maybe we can start being more honest with the fans. You know, some of the boxing YouTube creators. Be a little bit more honest. They won't have to do damage control for Tonka Twuck no more. They won't have to try and prevent the best fights from happening because they don't want their favorite fighter to lose. Just go ahead and let them go. And we can get back to real boxing again. Iwi says he thought he was the new face of boxing. No, he's not. He is the face of boxing retirement. That's what he's the face of. He is the face of I don't want to do this anymore. When I look at that face, at the Tonka Twuck Davis face, I see a face who wants to explore more sides of his sexuality. and not have to deal with training camps and all that. He wants to, I don't know, maybe he wants to do other things, man. Let him go ahead and do that. He wants to fight Jake Paul, get a huge payday, and sit his ass down somewhere. That's what he wants to do. And you know what? If he wants to do that, I'm all for it. Go ahead, man. There's a state, I think it's New Hampshire, where it says live free and die. Go ahead, retire and live free and die as being the man you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Do what you want to do. You ain't got to, without feeling judgment. And when you're going, some people will have withdrawals, but they will eventually get over it. They will cling to other fighters that they feel are attractive and that they want to talk about their tattoos and hair and clothes and bags. They'll find a guy in boxing that will have their favorite colored purse. They will find a guy in boxing who will get perms before they get their hair braided so that they can gush over it. They'll find the perfect leg tattoo guy so they can write love poems about it. But as of right now, Tonka Twuck is the only one, really. Maybe somebody will take up the role. Somebody will take up his role, and they will make it's gonna happen, right? They just need some guy with some tattoos with flashy knockouts and gets his hair braided and has chrome hearts. They'll find somebody. And if they don't, they'll find something else to cling to. They'll find something. But at least that pressure can be taken off of Tonka Twuck Davis. And he can step all the way out into his full self, his full state of being, and won't have to worry about nothing. Anyway, that's all I got for now, y'all. Thank you for coming through and supporting and liking and hitting the like button and all that good shit. And let that man retire. And that's something that you guys just got to do. Just let him retire. It's okay. Anyway, much love. Like, share, subscribe. We're gonna keep marching forward toward freedom. Peace. Oh, straight. You asked me if I got any respect for Tonka Twuck? No, not really.